You guys doing out there? My name is Kenneth. I'm the creator of Crystal Edge Technology projection screens using smart technology gain. Now, something I want to point out really quick, I have some really interesting updates you guys want to listen to. We have two new screens that are actually going to be added to our product line. But first I want to talk about this. Okay, now I've seen a lot of demonstrations on YouTube. I've seen companies do this, and what they'll do is they'll actually compare their screen to a white screen. Now come on, we're talking about a matted white screen with a 1.1 or 0.1 gain. This is not considered to me to be a challenge. This is not a challenge. I know you want to show the contrast levels and so forth, but it's not a challenge because pretty much anybody can do this. Anyone can basically match, take a gray screen and match. You can take a cheap gray screen and you can match it against a white screen and see the difference. I really don't see a difference in that. Now, I'm not putting anybody down. It's just my opinion because I see these high-end companies matching a white sheet against their high-end screen. Of course, it's going to look better. Your screen's gray and it's a high-end screen. But see, this is where the challenge actually gets interesting. This is when it becomes a challenge. When you test your screens against higher surface qualities, much as the Elite screen over here is the higher surface quality than a white screen. And look at the gain on the back of the Dark Star 9, which has a 0.9 gain. Has a 0.9 gain, 180 degree viewing angle. All right. Now this would be the white screen with no problem. You have the Polar Star. This one over here has a 70 degree viewing angle, has a 1.3. You know this is definitely going to be the white screen. Come on. This is a Cinema Gray 5D. This has a 1.5 gain, viewing angle 110. Now, the reason why I'm pointing this out is because I see these demonstrations, and we know a few companies which have done this. They'll do these demonstrations against a white sheet of paper, or they'll do these demonstrations against, not a white sheet of paper, but a white screen. A 1.1 white screen, a matted white screen, is not a challenge. It really isn't. This screen is automatically going to fade out the minute the lights hit it. It's automatically going to fade out. The contrast level is going to be poor from the door. Its colors are not going to pop. It's just an easy challenge. It's just comparing a bike to a Lamborghini, if you know what I mean. You know, a bike, no way possible. It's not, I mean, I'm talking about a pedal bike. No way possible it's going to be able to match a Lamborghini. That is impossible. So this is how I see those demonstrations. Now, if they're testing their product against a high performance screen, such as these high performance screens right here, then you got a challenge. And if you're doing this in a well-lit environment, you're using this with a short throw, you're using it with a long throw, you're using it with a cheap projector. And mind you, when they're doing these demonstrations, they're doing these with these really high-end projectors, like these 4K, 10,000 lumens, ultra laser projectors, $50,000. I mean, come on, are you kidding me? A $50,000 ultra laser, whatever, short throw projector, if I hit the side of a barn with that, it's going to look fantastic. So it's not really considered to me to be a challenge. Another demonstration that a lot of people do is when it comes to ambient light. There's just really not a lot of ambient light. They'll just have ambient light in the kitchen. There'll be a wall blocking the screen, and then the rest of the room will be dark, and they'll consider that to be ambient light rejection. I have done demonstrations where I've literally had lamps pointed to the screen, fully lit room, windows open, and the screen just looks magnificent. So I'm not putting anybody down. I'm just saying that if you're doing a demonstration and you're doing it against a white matted screen, it's really not a challenge at all, because a white matted screen is going to fail on any level due to the fact that it's just not going to pop when it comes to certain colors, contrast levels, and it's going to wash up because the gain is very, very poor. So it's kind of an easy challenge. Now, I had somebody come in yesterday. I'm not going to say who. I don't like to put people's names out there. But this particular person makes a statement by saying, well, hey, look, you put your screen against, we're doing the Elite screen. So you do your screen against the Elite screen. You do it with a high-end professional projector, and you see exactly how the screen matches up. Now, see, this is where you have to think before you say something. If my screen looks this fantastic on a low-end projector, can you imagine what it's going to look like on a high-end projector? Just think about that first before people make crazy statements like that, because if if what you're saying is, and it kind of sounds like you're kind of putting out major flaws here. You're saying that this particular screen will not work well unless it's on an expensive projector. So it's going to look like this if you use an inexpensive projector, but if you use an expensive projector, it's going to look better. But would you consider the fact, and just think here for a minute, just think, if my screen looks this amazing on a low-level projector, do you know what it would do to any screen on a high-end projector? See, that's what I'm talking about. You got to think before you say stuff, because you point out the flaws in the particular product either you own or you support. Because I've had people come in and say, hey, you're using it with a short throw, so you're telling me the screen can't be used with a short throw, or your walls aren't dark enough, they have to be in a dedicated theater, so you're saying the screen can't be used in any outside setting. You're telling me that I can't see, I'm actually supposed to be in the middle of the screen, so you're telling me that the screen can't be viewed on an angle, so you have to stand in the middle of the screen like you're in a model shoot. It's just that you give off too much information. And I'll do these tests and I'll find out for myself if it's true or not. And I found out, yeah, if you view this on an angle, if you do this over and so forth, yeah, it's going to come out this way. All right, so since we got that out of the way real quick, just want to get that off my chest real quick. I want to announce we have 2 new screens that are going to be added to our new product line. Actually, now I know Elite Screen has this fixed screen that allows you to build your own screen with the frame and all other cool stuff attached with it. So now we have one. We have 100-inch 16:9 do-it-yourself fixed frame wall mount projection screen. It's 116 by 9. I think I pronounced it already. It comes with 3 free colors as all the other screens. You can get it in 4K black. You get it in dark silver or ultra light silver 3D. It does come with free neon lights. Woohoo! So that, you'll like that. And it also comes with free shipping. Just to let you guys know. That's gonna be freaking cool. You guys are gonna freaking love that. And someone was asking me if we were going to be making one, and I said, yeah, it's going to be happening pretty soon, a lot sooner than he thought, but it's going to be happening. All right, now we have a limited edition screen coming out called the Crystal Technology Total Eclipse Elite. This is a limited edition screen. The screen is about 120-inch 16:9. I'll put the specifications and all the information at the bottom of the screen for both screens. This screen has a different form of 4K black. This is something I designed. It's gonna be freaking wicked. I can't wait to start working on this. So the housing on this screen is completely jet black. The screen is completely jet black. Literally, the screen is literally jet black. And it's going to be 3D, and there's going to be a lot of cool options that's going to come with the screen and abilities of what the screen can do. Now, like I said, it's going to be a limited edition. We're not going to make a lot of them, so, we have it. Or when we get it on the website, you can pre-order the screen, such as the fixed screen. You can actually pre-order that screen too. But there will be a waiting list for the Elite screen, just to let you know. The Total Eclipse. Now, let's come over here and let's start the demonstration really quick. I know you guys are itching to see this. All right, so this is one of the things I pointed out about a lot of the projection screen samples on the market, things that we've worked with. Now, these screens do have excellent color. They do have excellent contrast, but when it comes to pure colors, sometimes some of these screens have issues with this, and they just can't seem to have a proper color balance when it comes to pure whites and so forth. So this is what I'm showing you right here. Okay, so I'm going to show you the demonstration, and you'll see the difference. Okay. Oops, I hit the wrong button there, didn't I not? Did it not? Alright. So there's our screen. And we're doing this on an angle because these screens have 180 and 170, and one has 70 angle gain, so the angle gain on the screen should look magnificent. Like as you see, there's the crystal edge. We can bring the screen over on an angle. Let me bring it here. And the screen looks magnificent. So we're going to come over here to the front. We want to keep this fair. And there, right there, is the Gray Cinema 5D. And then we have the Polar Star, and we have the Dark Star 9. So I'm bringing the camera down. So we got a fair angle here. Now, can you imagine when we design our fixed screens? I mean, the all-in-one fixed screen that you guys will be able to have a screen of this magnitude. come over here in the kitchen. Try to get a better angle on this. There we go. Now, sorry about this, guys. Ooh, that is a nice shot. Hold on for a minute. Go back here for a minute. We're going to hit this from over here, right in the center of the screen. So I'm trying to be fair. So I'm getting the center, I'm going to the side, and you can see exactly how magnificent the screen looks. And mind you, we have light here, we have light here, we have light in the kitchen. What you're seeing, that sample piece in the middle, that right there is the new surface, and it's using the ultralight silver. Ultralight silver is going to be a lot brighter. They're designed for 3D. Ultralight silver 3D. All right, let's go just a little bit more. There we go. I'm gonna add some more light in here. Tell me what you see. Isn't that amazing this looks? Sorry about that. Get over here in the corner. I want to get as much light on this screen as possible. You can see how magnificent it looks. So kitchen light on, light in the living room. The lamp right next to the screen. Look how amazing this looks. Okay guys, well, I'm Kenneth Bird from Crystal Edge Technology Projection Screens using Smart Technology Gain. I hope you enjoyed this video demonstration. As you can see exactly how magnificent our screens are. And like I said before, you know, when I see these demonstrations, sorry about that, not to put anybody down, but you're doing a demonstration, these high-end, big companies are doing these demonstrations on a 1.1 or 0.1 white matted screen. That's not really a challenge, because even if you take that screen and you put it against your wall, it's going to fail on so many levels due to the fact that it doesn't have a high enough gain. The contrast levels are going to be horrible. The colors are going to be bland. It's not really a challenge. A challenge would be actually going against another high-grade sample to see exactly the ability of your screen's performance. Well, hope you guys enjoyed this video demonstration. I'd like to thank you all.